Hello, and welcome to day 5 of Linktober. I am Kiki, and the theme for the main calendar prompt is night, and I picked, I believe her name is Karin, something like that, from the Knights of Skyloft Academy. She was pretty fun to draw. She's pretty cute.
So this is another one that was a little more on the basic side. There's quite a few more of those, I think, this year than there was the last 2 years even. Just, again, time and all that. And some of them, while I was drawing things that I liked, I didn't necessarily have a good idea for how to draw them, so I just sort of did something very basic. But, like I said, I did have fun drawing her. And you know, doing simple stuff every now and then isn't a bad thing. But she's cute, and I like her. She's got a bit of a feistiness to her in the game, which, you know, we appreciate feistiness. And yeah, she didn't take me very long, which isn't too surprising considering it's just kind of from her waist up, and she's just in a very simple I'm listening pose. I almost forgot the little marking on the bottom part of her tunic, but I remembered it. Yeah, I don't have too much to say about her. It's just pretty simple. I tried to make sure I got colors that matched as well as I could. I don't think I quite got her skin tone right. It's a little too yellow in spots, I feel, but it's not as yellow as I was worried about it being, so that's good. Yeah, she was pretty quick and fun. It was relaxing to do this one, so that was nice.
But I mean, what we're really here for is the shadow theme. And the shadow theme, of course, is the most fabulous boy of all of the fabulous boys. It's Ghirahim.
So fabulous.
So I had to dress up for the occasion, of course. But yes, theme 5 for prompt 5, theme 5, whatever, for the shadow calendar is Ghirahim. I decided to create a whole new outfit for him because he deserves it. But I decided to draw him as I would imagine him had he been a demon prince rather than Demise's pawn, I guess would be the best way to describe it. So yes, I hope you enjoy it.
So at first I had thought about doing like a fancy pose and have him be, you know, his fabulous self. But I couldn't find a reference for a pose that I liked, so I just sort of stuck him in a kind of general sassy hand on hip pose. Now I had mentioned in, I think, the second Linktober video that there was a picture that I should have fixed up off camera and I didn't because the character ended up being very squat on the page, and that's this one. The angle I draw this at, with how I had the camera set up, I was basically drawing sideways, and the book was also on like a 35-40 degree angle on top of that, so it was kind of an awkward view. He doesn't look bad, like he's still kind of mostly proportional and stuff like that, but he's not the tall, lanky Ghirahim that he typically is. But I'm still pretty happy with how he looks. I'm pretty happy with how he looks. I'm not completely sold on how he looks. I am happy with how it turned out and the line work and the coloring and all that. But even when I was doing it, I was kind of unsure of what I was doing. This is actually the second redesign I have created for Ghirahim. In my Skyward Sword story, I've redesigned him as well. This is a completely different redesign. And I was kind of trying to keep with the idea of like the white spandex, and then I was kind of trying to go with the colors that he gets in the Hyrule Warriors game when you unlock his Master Quest outfit, which is black and red. Just because I like black and red. But I kind it to twipe. Wow. I tried to keep the concept of the spandex with, you know, the diamond cutouts and the shape of it and how it fits on him. But I did turn the cutouts into just patterning rather than actual cutouts. You know, changed the boots to actually look like boots and not just part of the pants. That always confuses me when the shoes go straight into the... It's like they're wearing a onesie, essentially. I'm like, okay. But the other thing was I knew what colors I wanted to use. I knew I wanted to use a dark gray, black, white, and red. But I still, even when I got to the coloring part, was not sure where I was putting all of those colors. So it kind of ended up being wherever I happened to put them is wherever they happened to go. And I don't think it looks bad. Like I said, I do like the concept of it. I think I said that. I might have also just only thought of it, but I do like what I was going for. But I'm not totally sold on what I made it into. This is probably going to be one that I do end up redoing digitally later on next year, like I sometimes do with my Linktobers. But this one is actually technically a pair later on with the main calendars, one of the main calendar themes, I do a Prince version of Link. So it's kind of meant to be a sort of counterpart to this. But that's for later. That's not for now. But yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy with this, even though he's a little on the stubby side compared to what he usually is. And I do like it. It's just I'm not completely and absolutely sold on it. But I hope you like it. And I tried. But I had stared at this probably for an hour and a half trying to figure out where I wanted to put colors, and I wasn't getting anywhere, so I just sort of started putting them down because I knew if I didn't, I wouldn't ever color it, and I needed to get coloring. So yeah, I'll let you finish watching, and I'll see you at the end. And that brings day 5 to an end. I hope you liked it. I had fun with both of these, even though I'm not totally sold on what I did with Ghirahim. But yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.